Now they're saying that Canada is in a very, very fortunate place because A, our banks are regulated.
Yes.
So our banks are some of the strongest in the world. And
Very
B,
highly regulated.
That's right. And B, our mortgage system up here is almost bulletproof, where they don't allow you, I think you can borrow up to 70% of your home's value and not a penny more. Mm-hmm. But in the United States, I've heard that you can do 110%.
Isn't that crazy?
How do you get a disconnect from that? That's a 40% difference. Now, I'm not sure it's 110, but that's what I've heard.
No, I'm not sure.
But there is a disparity. Mm-hmm. So when you consider that the mortgage strength up here in Canada will continue to lead the world, actually in world-dominated markets, mortgage becomes very, very important. Because down, it's like a credit card. If you are paying outrageous fees, like 22%, and you take the minimum balance, you're going to be paying on that little credit card for 50 years on the minimum pay. And mm-hmm. that's the thing that people face a lot of times with, I don't want to say unscrupulous, but sometimes they find themselves in a mortgage where it's more of a burden than an asset. Mm-hmm. Would you say that's true?
Well, I think every mortgage is a burden, actually. I'd love to not have a mortgage. It'd be like winning the lottery.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. But
yeah,
it's a necessary
evil. Yeah.
And people, mortgage brokers are always going to say, well, it's better to buy and put assets in than it is to rent. Mm-hmm. Generally, I would say that's true. And everybody I know of that's got a mortgage, they scratch their head. Remember in the 80s when mortgage rates went up so bad?
Oh, yeah. That's when I bought my first car.
That's so
21%.
Yeah. I mean, now, is that ever going to happen again in Canada?
Oh, who knows? I don't think so. I'm no expert. I don't know.
I heard they took steps, and they said way too much chaos, way too many people lost their homes, so they've put in a plan, the government of Canada put in a plan that they can never go down that road again, unless extraordinary circumstances are going to happen.
I imagine, yeah.
So your main customer is going to be brokers, but do you do, okay, so tell me about the back end of things. So you do the CRM.
Yes.
What else do you do? But I mean, that's a full-time job on its own.
I mean, it's looking after the client for their term of their mortgage, making sure that the broker is staying top of mind for the client. And so looking after renewal letters, annual review letters, correspondence, birthday cards.
That's really important because that establishes a relationship.
It does.
And if you don't have a proper relationship,
the broker's client will go elsewhere, more or less.
Yeah, it's a competitive market, isn't it?
Very competitive.
So you are in a unique situation where you actually get to, do you get to pick and choose your companies that you broker for, or?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
That must be nice, satisfying.
Yeah.
So so you were in the training or in the industry for 10 years, mm-hmm. and obviously they trained you in that 10 years, right?
Yes.
It's a lot to train to understand the CRM, just to grasp that.
Well, not only that, it was more a relationship between myself and the brokers. I met many brokers and earned their trust and their respect. And now that I have my own business, I can go out there and they know me. So they know that I'll look after them.
Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
Outsourcing.
Yeah.
You make sure that you outsource what you don't like or what you just simply can't seem to get done, mm-hmm. and let somebody else that has the passion
let them do what they like to do.
Yeah.
Let the brokers get out there and talk to the clients and make the sales and make the money, and have someone else look after that administration work that they don't want to.
Absolutely.